Okay, so we have already looked at what are pathogens and how do pathogens cause disease. In this video, we are going to look at how pathogens are transmitted and how our body tries to stop them getting in and causing disease. So let's make a start. As you can see here, this chap isn't very well, and unfortunately, he has just sneezed. And as he has done so, he has expelled hundreds and thousands of tiny water droplets. Now, inside of these water droplets are the pathogens which are currently causing him disease. And these pathogens are going to try and find the next host or the next human to infect. And how are they going to do that? Well, there are three ways that pathogens will try to find another host. And the first one is through direct contact. Direct contact. Now, in direct contact, this is from host to host. So should this man have sneezed into his hand and then gone to a meeting and shook the hand of another person, these pathogens can travel straight from him to the person that they have just come into contact with. Now, how does our body prevent these pathogens from entering? Well, if we zoomed into our hand, we would see a thick layer of skin to prevent these pathogens getting into our body. And that is the first way we defend ourselves from pathogens. However, if you are unlucky like this chap is here, he has just got a large cut on his arm, the pathogens will be able to breach the skin and potentially cause infection. So that's the first way that we protect ourselves from pathogens. The second way is if these water droplets enter our respiratory system. So these water droplets have made their way through the environment and head down into our windpipe and potentially into our lungs. Well, to protect us from that, our respiratory system produces mucus. And the mucus is a sticky fluid that catches these water droplets and the pathogens within them. Now these are then brought back up from the respiratory system and are either swallowed or coughed out and sneezed back out, stopping the pathogens from entering our body. So the second way is water droplets. And the way our body protects us is mucus in our respiratory system. And the third and final way that pathogens enter our body is through contaminated food and drink. Now, it's an unfortunate fact of life that every time we eat something, it potentially has hundreds and thousands of pathogens living on the surface of whatever we're about to eat. And our body protects us from these pathogens by producing stomach acid. Now, I mentioned earlier that mucus is transported back up and then swallowed down into our digestive system. And that is because the digestive system produces this stomach acid to kill the pathogens. It's not to digest the food. Stomach acid is purely there to kill any potential pathogens that may try and enter our bodies through our digestive system. So we have the three methods of transmission. which are direct contact, through water droplets, and contaminated food and drink. And the three ways that our body protects us from pathogens, firstly, is through mucus, secondly, through stomach acid, and thirdly, through skins. Through skin. So that covers how does your body stop pathogens getting in. Next, we will look at how do white blood cells protect us from disease.